Hall of Fame football game. This is the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, where 7 enshrinees were inducted just a few minutes ago. And just beside the hall, Fawcett Stadium, where the first preseason game is played annually in the National Football League, as it will be today between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Bill Kinney, their quarterback today, and it was a very interesting story, and he's a very interesting man, this rookie head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, he's a former fighter pilot, a commercial airline pilot, and long time the inspirational guru, so to speak, of the Kansas City Chiefs. And in that, I guess, controversial incident where he got the job after a meeting, we'll get into that in a bit. He is a fascinating man, and he was the guy that players tell us was really the heart and soul of the Chiefs even last year when they went 10-6.
I wonder if we could just talk briefly about what he said to you. You asked him about Art Still, a great defensive end, and 30 seconds later he was talking about who?
It didn't take long for you and I to find out the fiber of Frank Gans, as I did ask him about Art Still, and within 30 seconds we were hearing about a raid by Doolittle on Tokyo back in World War II. So I can see where he instantly reverts back to military jargon. He relates football to military incidents, and the players love it. They're fascinated by it.
2nd and 6 from the 30, and Montana to throw pass number 2 after pumping and throwing, an incomplete intended for Jerry Rice, who was covered on the play by the cornerback Kevin Ross. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And you have to keep in mind every time you look at Joe Montana that this is his first game action since he went out of the Meadowlands on a stretcher with the playoff loss to the New York Giants after getting trampled by Jim.
Linemen, they were humiliated 49-3 by the Giants, and they know that perhaps they're going to have to be a stronger, tougher team than they've been in the past.
They have Wilson split left, Rice to the right, and Montana looks for Wilson, and it's incomplete, and he was wrapped up at the 42-yard line by Kevin Ross, who went to play the other corner. So it's Fuller and Holmo who start. 2nd down and 9. Kansas City from the 38-yard line. And off the fake. Good protection, and then he throws, and it is caught. No, at the 40-yard line, incomplete. Larry Moriarty, the intended receiver, would have been a negligible gain at best as McKyer covers on the play. It'll be 3rd.
It's a controversy all season long.
3rd down and 9. Kenny steps up, throws for Carson, and in and out of his hands at the 48-yard. Game 1 of the NFL preseason from Canton, Ohio. A minute and a half here in Canton. A scoreless first quarter thus far. On 2nd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Again, through the middle goes Moriarty out to the 27-yard line for a gain of 5. And Christian Okoye. Got a couple of Olympic-type athletes here. Okoye, who is being told by somebody on the bench to pay attention to what's going on out on the field. In fact, to go into the game.
It's going to be fun to watch. He is some specimen. He is, you look at him and you just say, oh, there's no way this man belongs in the backfield. He looks like an offensive lineman.
He looks like Lawrence Taylor is what he looks like, that same type of build. A legitimate 253 pounds.
So it's 3rd down and 2 with split backs now behind Kenny. And they play fake to Okoye. Throw to Moriarty. Pick up the 1st down and a lot more as he is run out of bounds out at the 47-yard line.
In their running game, and they believe in their offensive line, are going to be Okoye, the rookie, and Palmer, the rookie.
And now they have Okoye and Moriarty, and they're on 3rd down and 2. And they give it to Okoye, and he takes it to the 43-yard line, and he's very close to his career with a 4-touchdown performance in the Senior Bowl. 2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. And the pass from Kenny to Stephon Page, and he's run out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd. Young off the fake on a deep roll and throwing, and incomplete. Ran out of angle. Intended for Ron Heller, number 89, one of the backup tight ends. Montana, meanwhile, wound up 6 for 10 for 60.
That's what Young will be able to do, though. He has good mobility. He was under tremendous pressure, and he was lucky just to get it away.
And the 49ers will go for it, and why not? On 4th and goal from the 2-yard line, it's Cribbs trying to get a block from Craig. He does, and he's in for the touchdown. Joe Cribbs going to the outside, getting the blocking, and finding his loosening up as Todd will come in for Kansas City very shortly on offense.
Frank, you know Bill Walsh very well. What's he thinking about bringing Joe Montana back into the game?
I said he was history. Well, that's how much I know about it. I wouldn't have thought he would have brought him back in. He wants to see certain things from him, I guess. He's in there with the big boys, though.
He throws over the middle for Rathman, 30-35 to the 40 and out to the 44-yard line, 17-yard line. And Young gets sacked. That was one thing that Young had hoped to avoid by coming over to San Francisco.
I'm just glad to be going to a team that has a highlight film.
And the left-handed throws and nearly has it picked off. He threw it behind, and Lloyd Burris. The Sports Exclusive is being brought to you by Wrangler, made in the USA. By Sure Antiperspirant. Sure is available in a new Desert Spice scent. By Pontiac, America's road car company. Pontiac, we build excitement. Rasmus with a 46-yard punt. So now Todd Blackledge comes in to quarterback the second half after we saw Kenny. And also Paul Palmer. There's Blackledge, the off and on starter now. Chosen, remember, in that first round in '83 with all of the great quarterbacks, including Dan Marino, going behind Blackledge. And so it's Todd, who's from this area, coming home and taking over now at the 26-yard line. Paul Palmer, their #1 running back, #1 draft choice, is in the backfield. And that's Okoye, who is also in there with him. And Christian takes the ball out to the third.
Palmer's a good, solid football player. And I know that Gans would love to have them both in there together. Palmer has come out, so he has yet to carry the ball for the first time. And it's 2nd down and 3. And it's Okoye. Fights his way to the 37, and that's enough for a in the backfield behind him. Okoye has carried the ball 5 times for 41 yards, so he's averaging 8 yards a carry. Palmer's the tailback. Fake, sweep, and over the middle and wide open on a beautifully conceived play is Paul Kaufman in a first down at the 45. So both backs going to the right, faked the pitch, came back the other way, and Kaufman was
Play action. When you can't run the football, it's meaningless. He said, I would love to have that luxury of having meaningful play action passes.
Then you're going to end up in that.
1st and 10 with Blackledge at the helm. The pitch to Okoye, sliding to the outside and turns it into a 2nd and 7. Again, Palmer is in there as the tailback as we await his first pro carry. And here it is. Nope, they fake it to him. Blackledge sends Palmer out into the pattern, then throws back underneath and complete at the 39-yard line as he came back.
Bill Kenny perhaps would have, I respect his passing and all that, but he does not move out of that pocket like a Blackledge would. And it's something I think the Gans would like to have. We mentioned a Frank Sire who is recovering from an automobile accident. He's going to be a factor in that quarterback duel. But you saw Blackledge. He's a good athlete, much like Steve Young. He can move around back there.
3rd and 2. Palmer has come out of the game again at the 37-yard line. And Okoye will bull his way, close history that have been drafted in the first round. And they're due for a little better luck.
None of them have been on the steps of the Hall of Fame yet.
No. Well, Sayers, but not in a Kansas City uniform. And on 3rd and 11, it's Paul Palmer who takes it to the 42-yard line. So there he is, his first pro carry, at least exhibition carry anyway.
Just another thing attack. And this is remarkable, I think.
So many of them.
1st and 10. Play fake, and the pass is complete out to the 42-yard line as Blackledge winds up hitting Darryl Colbert, a rookie free agent out of Texas. Several will be on and more Nightline this Monday night. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Okoye sliding.
Size. He's going to make his living on the cutback. That's a defensive back's nightmare to see that coming at you on a cutback.
2nd down and 8. And it's Blackledge going to the 39-yard line, but incomplete. No, ball hit the ground. Emil Harry, the city. So Blackledge comes over to consult with Beck. That sets up a 3rd down and 9 as Blackledge retreats. Steps out of the pocket. Flag goes down. Another. In fact, there are 4 penalty markers on the field. 4.
Well, that in this season there is a battle going on there just for survival and also for jobs. It's economics.
3rd down and 8 as they do it again from the 45, and Blackledge avoids the sack, throws on the run into traffic and incomplete.
Well, Blackledge has been right on, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Todd, whose father is an assistant coach with
Second half he did in the first half. 30.
Well, let's face it, at Canton, time stands still. 11:52 to go in the 4th. 2nd and 7. Blackledge out to the 41-yard line.
For the private use of our audience, any rebroadcast or any other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the National Football League is strictly prohibited.
You're fired.
Or we could look in the next booth and get a nod from the commissioner.
I thought that was pretty good.
We'll be the judge of that. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line as Blackledge rolls and throws and nearly has it picked off at the 39, the 40-yard line. Blackledge with a flag down, going deep and incomplete, and 2 flags.
I hope you have yours too, because there's a very big chance that there's going to be a bunch of new records at the Pan American Games, especially in swimming and diving. I tell you, it's so hot in here. I wish I could be in the swimming pool with those guys. The United States women's team has surprised everyone, and they might also win a medal. Let's cheer for that.
2nd and 9 now. Inside the 10 and rolled out of bounds is Guerin at the...
And Guerin clearly out of bounds when Courtney came in to make the late hit.
1st and goal. Here comes Guerin, and he's in for the touchdown. Broke the plane, and Guerin scores. So Guerin, who was having problems on his run backs, atoning for it now, looking good. Working out of...
Fans from all over the world have always been interested in seeing the United States men's basketball team because they're so good. They're very good, really. And do you know that in the last 9 Pan American Games, the United States has won 8 medals? And you know, I don't know why, but I got the feeling that number 9 is coming up pretty soon. So good, wasn't it?